Kyokka bannange kuye bw'aleeta omuliro wano nga toliiwo oyinza okulooza ye taaveeyo. Abaana mmwe mulina katemba.
Zino ze zaaleeta?
Naye ndowooza mukyaleeta oba baziteekayo bukiika. Mukyaleeta? Kuliko eyo yagazizidda.
Kyokka reporters tusaba okufaako obufi. Kati tuzikole bati.
Muzitereke muzimu wanca. Nze sikyatereka ripooti zammwe ezo zajjamu nankani. Adina ndeka. Nange ngenda kulinyuka. All right, family, welcome to DOREEN'S African Experiences. It's me. You know, I had an eventful weekend. Bananga niyo yakuba music. Ani oyo? Ani oyo? Fred. Oba simu yani? It's a ringtone.
Yeah.
Bana baja kuona video yange. So, family, like I was saying, I had a very eventful weekend. So, I managed to purchase land for one of my subscribers, processed her paperwork for her. I have to admit, that day was hectic because the land was a bit far, and then I had to choose between two pieces of land for her because I had to see which one was better for her to build on, considering she's giving me the entire project to handle. So I had to literally do justice for her for some of these things. I ended up going, and then I shot. On my way back, I was so hungry because I was there the whole day. Actually, I didn't think it was going to take me that much time, but because I didn't want to leave her paperwork hanging, I wanted to finish everything. So that's why you were not able to see me at all.
Sorry.
Oh God, people's phones are ringing. Your husbands are looking for you. It's evening time. They're wondering why you're not going back home. So, where were we? So basically, I finished that. I'm very happy about that. So next, we are going to process for her house plan, and then we'll officially start construction. So she's very happy. Honestly speaking, I was about to tell you a bit of experience about that. It's not the first time people have trusted me with money to run projects for them, to buy land and stuff like that for them. But every time it happens, especially someone you don't know, you know, someone you don't know at all, and then someone tells you someone recommended you. It's crazy. I always want to meet the people that recommend me because, honestly speaking, chances are high you've worked with me, or maybe you watched me for some time and you've grown to love me, like me enough to to trust me, like with your hard-earned money like that. I respect people's money, especially, see, that's the thing. Me, I'm very direct. If I want money, I'll tell you this is how much I want. And then we agree on that. I'll tell you this is how much this is going to cost you. This is this and this and that. So that if you don't agree with paying me what I want, I don't take your job. Because I don't want to play games with your money. Now you've not paid me. What will happen is that's why people end up, either most of them are worried or scared to ask for money, you know, that they actually need, or think that's how much the job should be paying them. So instead of actually asking for the right amount of money, they're just playing around and they're like, oh, no, let me just under. So they think that if they ask you for very little money to do a job, you give them the job. So they feel like if I tell them that the job is going to cost maybe 1M, when the job should have actually cost 2M, they'll simply still get their 2M, but without charging it to you directly. I don't like playing games like that. Wanji. Now let's say. Rose. Jangu nkulabeko. Onyuse. Nze ndi mukunyo kambuzayo obuntu bubiri. Osika biki? Kale, namwe muje bareko. Mule manyi Rose. Ate abawomeme mwagala ki? Mukibyono. Nga muri mu uniform z'abawomeme. Mbadde ngamba omwana tu. Omwana akoze nnyo leero tayimuse nakaawe etemuba wakyamisana
omwana asiiba
tesoboka omwana talidde tanywedde yadde okuvaawo okuva ku makya ate nga naatera n'okumugamba nti nze ŋŋenda era yakyansibye wano singa nagaddeyo ddenimu omwana mumuwa amazzi kyamisana bakuwe banaye omwana atuddeawo olunaku lulamba ebyaddala like tayimuse I even got worried era mubuuzizza kikambwe one of you sounds like Rose but emanyi Rose So where were we? So usually, sometimes I think it's better. Okay, hold on. Bambi kulikayo sebo. Muleete tewali buzibu naye nti mukulikeeyo temwagala kubakulisaayo abula munsengukeeko munviire mujeeyi semberayo eri mu nsonda labayo switi teeka ensawo yokuli owummulire woyagala teeka okwo ensawo yo now you're free tubadde kuki tujja kuddayo mulindeefu ndoza kati oweddeyo ne bwe musiibyeyo obusiibi abo n'abaluli bakomyewo ababula wiiki ewedde
ejjayo abajja
abo abantu bonna bonna ne muba bookinga ku lunaku lumu
tubadde n'abantu 100 ndowooza nga mu 12
kati abo ekisugu baba leero ekinene nnyo baaka balina 50 oba 60
ate jjukira bamusimanyi nakyo nakyo kivaawo
abatalina kujja
nefuluma nga ate abamu tebaliiko nga ate babakola olunaku fayiro nzifuna kuli mu lisiti tebaliimu naye nga ate bakola
naye abantu 100 nga mukoze okuliko eyo kakati olwo nno zino ziweddeyo nzimazeewo nezisembayo buli bupya mulimu obukadde nga 3 kati ozo tulina okuzijjawo enkya otherwise olwokubiri ne lutusanga awo
naye ffe eno sizoni kwegamba November yo tugimanyi
November
ffe twakola kuwano ku bantu 108
olunaku mukuliko eyo mukola nkugambye leero mukoze ntuse ne ŋŋamba ogambye eriyo abantu abazze nga tebafulumiddeko ku lisiti nga balina kujja leero
lunaku ofuna 2 4 5
ndowooza fayiro baba bawandiikamu lunaku nate lwe bayingizanga lulala
ate n'ofunayo abalala nga tebatedde kuola olunaku nga tesibakuolwo
era ziba ekyo kiva mu fayiro kati entry zino nga bonaga nti nakomawo December nga 7 kyokka ate nga ye mu kaadi ye nga December nga oba 11 oba nga 10 ndowooza era olumu n'abasawo baffe bakoobwa bakoobwa kubanga alinayo olunaku lwaleero lwo ntuse ne ŋŋamba leero sinnakulabako oba mwanyuse ne mwerabira nga
nasuddeko wali togenda wekyusiza wala osibire nakatunda nasumbusa okutuga nti nemmere gyeringa nemmere
teyafumbye
ate neguli nga tetafumbye
era ffe twasaze dda pressure leero emmere evudde wala nnyo leero kyova olaba ebadde bagisedde nange kanyenyoka enve wano
kusaba kudduka nazo sasula amasanyalaze
amaze okusasula mukuliko eyo tweyanziza dana kati osaze pressure ebisigadde waka mungi buli omu nalina waka mungi guno omwaka gunasoboka laba nange saa zituuka zino nga sinannyoka
ebibirawo kunoonyeza ku Abdala genda okugenda maama bazaala
naye nga mwali bazaala ki bazaala mubiri Abdala tebazaala bamuli tebazaala omyaka 7 mwezi
yani
tebazaala Abdala
kasiri abayoyo
myaka 7 mwezi tosobola kubanga myaka egiweza butamulaba
nenda omumwami ye mumanyi
ali mu myaka
emere baye bazaala Abdala
tebazaala temuli bazaala
tebazaala noza yoyo oba abeera wa
ayagala kumanya gy'abeera
ati okakasa
information gye bateekamu neya location nga tejja kukuyamba era ojja mukubira bukubizi kubanga
era esimu egyo mbadde nsinga okwetaaga
kati nkuwe namba ye yatandikuwandiikira wano MTN kansubireko eri naye akyali active nnyo osooka n'omubuuza nti olina erinnya eryokusatu eryamukasirye
kasita muyita muko naga nti muko maya nti yoyo
anti sooka okakasi oba omuyita muko n'addamu omanya yoyo gw'onoonya kiwedde kale bambi mukuliko eyo kale bambi okay family, I'm sorry for the interruption. It happened so fast. So we're back. Like I was saying, my title for the video today is everyone should actually visit an African country before the end of their lives. I didn't want to say before you die because kind of the word die is like a big word and most of you don't want to hear it. But before that, let me give you a recap of my weekend. So actually on my way back, I was so hungry. I didn't know you could become hungry and even start shaking. I was so hungry. I first when I bought some yogurt, I took all that. Nothing was working. I was shaking. I was nauseated. I was shaking. So on reaching my house, I tried to grab a few things out of my bag. I was looking for my keys, and then I held my camera. Honestly speaking, I was shaking. My camera fell out of my hands, and it's not broken, but the LED screen cannot show. The camera can take pictures and everything, but the screen is not showing anymore. So that means I have to get it fixed because I cannot record what I can't see. I mean, the camera will record, but that would take an immense amount of work to actually even just take one picture. So yeah, I have to look for someone to fix the screen for me. Honestly speaking, I have plans to buy a new camera, but as you well know, cameras are really expensive because cameras range between 2 million onwards. That's 2 million Uganda shillings. So that's a lot of money. I can't exactly afford that right now. So considering I have other things in play that require my help, like really as soon as possible. So this week, if you only get lives from me, I'll pass on. So just try to look out for my live videos, because I'll be passing on whatever information or knowledge I want to pass on through my lives. Shooting videos might resume next week, because even I have, like you've noticed, I have a lot of work on my plate. I can't exactly skip work and then go to fix the camera. So, and I need to have a full day, which means I have to do it on Saturday. So whatever I had planned to do on Saturday, I can't do it because I have to get one day in the week, source for the guy, then book him for a day. Or maybe I can't take my camera and leave it there because this is Uganda. Now, yeah, I cried because at first I thought the camera was really broken, so I was crying. I actually cried because that couldn't have been. I was hungry. I could not eat. Like the food was there, but I couldn't eat. I was so nauseated. I was shaking that day. That day was really bad for me. That was Saturday. So Sunday, when Sunday came, by around 1 in the night on Saturday, my body had balanced itself out. I tried to chunk a bit of this and that and that. So I stopped shaking. I had to drink a lot. Then I stopped shaking, and then I entered bed. So Sunday came. I couldn't even do my own laundry because I was not feeling so well. So I only started feeling well Sunday 11, like in the morning. I was like 11 midday. And then it started raining. So I just stayed home. Yeah, but I'm okay now. So obviously now I know that I'm not supposed to eat so late. Obviously I had no choice because I was under the sun. I barely even had drinking water. I was moving. I didn't have, like, everything was just on some kind of timeline, you know. There was no escape for me that day, but I still did it. Everything went so successfully for her. She's happy. Yeah, I got my camera fixed this week. And then hopefully when we finish running charity for feeding the people, the old people, I think I need to kind of raise a charity for myself so that you guys top up for me and I buy myself a new camera, you know, to shoot better content. For those of you that complain about the quality, I need help. I won't lie. I mean, financially, I'm okay. Wanje mkwano. Hi. Olese ziteke wana. Tozigata mwezo nyingi. Ezo nozo nazali. Ezo. Chikambwe. Na ezi nozo naziwede. Ezo nazo na throat. You too. Onyuse. Zenyonyuse kati kastamala video yange nganyenda. Yeah, so just a heads up. I know, because honestly speaking, when we do these charities for people, I have to also remind you, sometimes I need a hand, especially now, because I know if I go to fix this camera, it's just going to start having issues. Anything, every time you start fixing something, just know it's already spoiled, it's gone. You know, one problem after another, and before you know it, you can no longer fix it anymore. So yes, I will appeal to the inner person in me, because we have to feed, we have to feed the old and the young people, you know, for the festive season, but I need a new camera as well. So later, after that, I don't know, people might be like, bro, I don't know, we'll see. I'm about to start something. Hopefully that will feed me enough money to actually do this on my own. But man, cameras are expensive, okay? They're really expensive, I won't lie. But I need help. I need to get myself a new camera. Which regiment is that? Okay, I'm done working for the day. This is my last entry, literally. Thank God. Hold on, that's it, done. So So yeah, why should you, now back to the title of the video, why should everyone actually visit Africa at least once in their lifetime? You know, just, you don't have to come to Uganda, just pick any African country. Let me tell you the beauty. Echichenyo. Ababulu bwe bukulu. Butono. Yeah, one.
Where did you keep them?
On the second shelf.
It's okay?
No, I'm going to open it. You want to put it in?
No, later.
Okay. Just make sure Ham doesn't leave you here. Eh? You tell him you're still here, because I'm about to go.
We are going.
After my video. You want to go when I go?
Yes.
Okay, I'll hold on a bit longer for you because I know you still have work. Okay, so where were we? First of all, Africa. Come on, it's Africa. Africa is a very, very beautiful continent. Let me tell you. I mean, I'm not saying the other continents are not beautiful, but trust me, come on. Africa has, let me speak generally, very nice people, very good food, like organic. I don't know many African countries that are actually having genetically modified foods or drug infected foods. Of course, some are still growing, some are growing it. But on a scale of 1 to 10, it could be like 2, right? So you're going to have 1, amazing food, 2, amazing weather, 3, you're going to experience multiple cultures. Every African country speaks more than 5 languages. I know for sure. Uganda alone is really, really small on the map, but we have over 50 languages. For every language is a culture. Yes. And this goes for all African countries. So you're going to experience amazing cultures. You're going to listen to things you never thought you'd hear in your entire life. You're going to see a different type of people. My child is now whining in my video. That is that boy. And I think it's now crying for the mom. And she's staring at it. Usually she does that. Where were we? So, African people are actually very kind people. See, that's the thing. If you find a good African person, trust me, you won't want to meet another person. Okay, of course, some are bad. It's just, half of each everywhere you go. There is no perfection in human nature. But I want to assure you the majority of African people are actually really kind. Sometimes it even annoys me that Africans are actually more kind to foreigners, like people who are new in their communities. They're actually nicer to them than the people they see every day. I'm not saying they're not nice to people they see all the time, but trust me, they are nicer to strangers. It's crazy. What else? We've talked about food, the women, amazing women, hardworking men. Parties, endless parties. Then there is nature in Africa. Like, everything you're going to see is going to blow your mind. From the trees, the way they look, the way they are grafted, the colors of the leaves, the air. Oh, how could I leave the air? The air in Africa is so fresh, and the farther away from the city you go, the fresher the air. Yeah, it's another dechi. Itani, ngenda kulya. Angela mudzayo. njagala okufaako. Tekuganye nange njagala okunfaako naye okisussa. Okisussa kansubire tofuse mu mpale. Tonfukaako. Kati buuza ku bantu sangula amaziga. Ndindako okusangula. Katonda omulamu. Katonda ki? Omulamu. Ngenda kuwa akatambaala toddamu kunyiza mu sweta. Weesirikirewo baby. Ani ayanyiza omwana wattu?
Douglas.
Naye nga Douglas akyali. Kaakati katwerabe sikyo abo balaba babuuzeeko okaabye ne bakuwulira ng'okaaba kwata akatambaalako kakwate mu ngalo lekera okunyiza so this is one of our colleagues' child. She works with kids, so she comes with her kids sometimes. And I don't know where she has gone off and left this boy, but he loves attention. Now he's happy. So, like I was saying, Africa is an amazing, amazing continent. The people are amazing. There is absolutely so much to do. Kano kako wadde kako. Only the baby. Kako. Oja katereka sikyo. So, the African continent. I can't. He's so seriously looking at the camera. Serebo olunaku. Gadde nno ngenda kulya bulinze. So, like I was saying, Africa is actually one hell of a continent. Like, seriously. And every African country has something it's known for. Uganda is the Pearl of Africa. We have the Lion of Africa. We have, what is the other thing? You know what? I actually need to get these things in my head. African countries and what they actually stand for. But one thing for sure, every African has something to offer. Something in the world of discovery. We have so many things to see. Forests, water bodies, natural, or unfiltered nature. Some of you that keep asking crazy questions, if Africa has water, we do. We have plenty of water. If Africa has food, we have plenty of food. Guys, someone has taken over my camera. Like, I'm now just fidgeting and struggling to get seen. Okay. There. Let's see. Okay. Putting the handkerchief at work, are we? Good boy. Now, good boy. Who's the good boy? Is you a good boy? This is more like having a pet. You have actually cheered me up. I needed a good laugh today. But you're a good boy. A very good boy. Should we play peekaboo? Peekaboo. Okay, this is going to be wasteful. All right, we'll do peekaboo. 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 Where are you, Ethan? Where is Ethan? Peekaboo. There you go. Ethan, peekaboo. Peekaboo. Who's the big boy? Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Oh, I don't see you. I don't see you. There you are. You do have a nice smile. December is upon us. I want to remind you guys, prepare, please prepare. I'm also preparing myself. I run charities for kids and young mothers, but mostly food-wise. The other stuff I do on a personal level, the scholastic materials, a bit of school here and there, that I do. But for food that we have to do together, it's the one good thing we do generally at the end of the year, and we celebrate together. So while we celebrate, while we celebrate the end of 2023, we shall be feeding about 100 people. Last year we intended to feed 100 people, but we ended up feeding less because, well, the channel was still young. I hadn't really grown up, and actually I ended up contributing most of the money myself, and there were a few followers that went and tapped in. But please, this time, let's do in huge numbers. You can even do, I will put up a poll and you decide how many people we should feed. Like I said, it's the only charity that I document because you contribute to it. What you don't contribute to, I do not film. Right? Right. So we do have a charity coming up, and we are going to start soliciting money as soon as we enter December to avoid last minute panicking. Next year, by September, if everything goes according to plan and God has granted us life, I will officially launch a charity organization for feeding the young and old people. I'm interested in the old. I always say I'm interested in old people because we are all going to become old if we are lucky. And being old in Africa is not easy, because when you move through those villages, you see how the old live, and it's very sad. So I don't want that for any old person I know or I don't know. Hopefully we can extend out and reach out to as many old people as we possibly can. I actually think my life has been taken over by somebody who is playing magic tricks. Patience. I actually feel like if you grow a bit older and you have kids when you're a bit older, you've become more patient. So because I think kids require patience, a lot of patience. So if a younger me could not have been tested by a child this much, honestly speaking, I would not tolerate it. But I'm more patient. I'm more grounded in my element. Sangula malusu tebafuja malusu. Only the baby. Sangula malusu go big. Solid big boy. Big boy. Yes. Big boy. Katambala kachafu tokalia. So yeah, I think I'm actually more patient, more patient, more calm, more grounded. I like that about me. It's like, meanwhile, he was whining and crying and wailing, staring at the road that his mom took. I wonder where the mom went to. I don't actually think she left him away. I think he was sleeping when she left, and then he woke up and he couldn't see her. That's why he started crying for everyone. Meanwhile, this boy is so well behaved. Last week, I think it was like a Monday. So traditionally, when you're growing up, all of us did it. You have to kneel down when you're greeting your elders, boy or girl. It really doesn't matter, but you have to. So I was here seated working, and then he showed up out of the blue and he knelt down and greeted me. I felt so happy because it shows that the parents actually did an amazing job. I think if you raise your child a certain way, even if they stray and change as adults, they kind of don't lose those roots that they got at a young age. they have limits to what they can do, how wild they can go, because internally they were raised with morals a certain way. It kind of grounds them. I think this life has lost meaning and sense. We are going to end it so that I can attend to this boy and find a mom. Kale nyumizaako ebintu byonna by'osobola okunyumiza. Nyumizaako. Oyina emyaka emeka? Oyina emyaka emeka? How old is Ethan? How old is Ethan? You are going to have a bald head when you grow old. It's in the design of your head. Oh, good. You know what? Visit Africa. You'll get to experience the joy of seeing strange children laughing. This is actually a good thing. It's a good way to end my day. I might as well be taking him up every day when I finish work just to have him for an hour. It's better than having a pet. Until the pet starts stepping on the table. Ariano! I hope you didn't pee your bed. Did you pee your bed? What's up over there? What's up over there? Just like a damn ono sere bukati
afise mungwe
tulidde omugamba kye yakoze ati olabye mama wanzo onkyayiddewo
sako gendera ivu
nkugambye twagenze dde ono sere bwali wano alina n'abagoberezi yasese dda
bakubireko kajambo
bagambe bayi gambe bayi ate okubira maama okubira abaana bakulaba bagambe bayi ova mukuba wamma akaabye nnyo kati ozizza musango ki kwata akatambaala kaako kati ndooza naawe onyuse. This boy is going to have kamwadde nedda amaziga gabadde gamuyitamu bitya sonze mukama wange ogirawo esangulako tulabe. I made a joke last time. I said, you see how these jobs come out, the job when they ask you to apply for jobs, they'll be like, we want 10 years 20 years experience. Half the time you've just come out of university. Now this boy is going to have 20 years experience. By the time he's searching for a job, he's working with us. There is nothing he won't know by the time he's talking. He'll be an expert in the medical industry. 20 years experience right here. This is how old you should be and you're starting to work. Man, these countries are crazy. 20 years experience. You have to be his age to be going to work, then go to school, and then have experience of 10, 20, 15 years. Seriously? Seriously, I got to them cover seven. I want to walk over the no Milan. The way of pickable. Okay, this is wholesome. It's actually quite a good thing. It's actually my first time to hang out with him alone. It's a good thing. I actually did have fun. Man, I love my country. You know, I hate some of the things that happen in my country, but a country itself eliminates the bad people, the prices, the corruption, the inflation. The country itself is a beautiful place, you know. The weather is actually quite nice. It cannot rain all day here. It's rain and stop, and then the sun will come out like that nice sun that if you're walking under it, you don't feel burnt or scorched. Celeb, Celeb tamanyi kwambala mpale. Tinakuwa platform gwe. It's actually busy because now it's coming to, I was supposed to go to I didn't go to gym on Saturday because you know what happened to me. There is no way I could have gone to the gym. I was shaking, guys. I didn't know you could become so hungry and shake. By the way, these are some of the reasons why I like charities for food, because personally I know what it means not to have food. You know, I know what it means to be without food. So, and I know I'm not alone. A lot of people. Picture yourself at a point in your life where you couldn't afford a meal, or we had no access to a meal. Man, you imagine there is people whose life is like that, you know, whereby they can barely access food, even if they worked so hard, you know, whereby they have to choose. Have you ever been torn between a choice whereby you had to choose between eating and doing something else that could also be important to your life? And then you're like, okay, you know what? Let me get electricity. I'll eat tomorrow. That's just crazy. Festive seasons are the worst for me. Actually, personally, I only last celebrated Christmas between the age of, before I could understand, to the age of 6. After that, I never celebrated Christmas again because, well, I started staying around with people. Ojaka musibako atambulenga nako. So, like I was saying, I started staying with people who Christmas, like, you look at the misery you're going through even days before Christmas, and that is the only time they were nice people. I hated it, you know, that hypocrisy, pretentiousness. It just sucked. Because as soon as I started understanding, I hated it, because I think these celebrations of festive holidays should be with people who care about you, people you love, obviously with some food on the table, you know. I think it's quite important to spend time like that with your loved ones. So, honestly, I like, since then, I've always spent Christmas alone. Really, I usually just drop by home, you know, like make sure I've done my portion of food expenses and stuff, and then maybe we have lunch together or something, and then I go. But later in life, I just stopped to even go. I just send money. It's not that there is just no celebrating, you know. It's I don't know how to put it. There are words I could use, but they'll seem so harsh, and I don't want people to use certain things against me. I was watching a video this week. I don't know if some of you came across it. It was of a chick explaining her experiences with a man who left her with a child, couldn't help her. Every time she reached out to him, he would laugh at her, and he had nicknamed her something so nasty. Like, imagine calling someone Namaunyo. Namaunyo in Luganda, in English, should be like a smelly person, like disgusting person. So that's like a Luganda word, but in English, it would be the way you'd call someone like a stinking, disgusting, smelly person. Imagine you wake up in the morning, you ask out someone, you say you love them, you convince them enough to spread their legs and give you a child, and you go ahead to call them such nasty things. And the chick was crying, but there was something I picked up of this. I think it's a lesson we are all supposed to share, you know. And then the guy actually also nicknamed the child she gave birth for him the same nickname, but like using like the young version of stinky or smelly or something. It was such a sad thing to watch. But obviously some words are just, when you say them in Uganda, they are just funny. the person who was interviewing her like broke into laughter just on camera, started laughing. This is why I'm telling you, the internet does not care. I understand. I don't want to pretend I understand, because I'm not a mother yet. I don't know the pain of being abandoned by a man when you have a child, but I know the pain of being abandoned by someone when you're carrying a child for them. So I know whatever pain I felt then, you who has actually given birth and this someone continues to abandon you is probably 10 times worse. All I'm saying is that as people in general, limit how much of your pain you share with the internet. Only share something with the internet if you have healed. Because I could not imagine myself being interviewed by someone, telling them my bad experiences with someone who tortured me and probably did worse than I'm saying, and you break out and start laughing. Like, seriously. I understand why he laughed, but being that he was at the center of the interview, he had no right to laugh at that woman. These people are in it for the views. These things make views for them. I don't care what they're paying you. What they're paying you will not contend or even closely amount to what they are going to earn off you, off your story. Once you air it out with them, it's going to stay there. They'll share it on TikTok, they'll get paid. They'll share it because they have huge numbers. They'll even drag new numbers. They'll put it on YouTube, they'll get paid. They'll put it on Facebook, they'll get paid. They'll put it everywhere they can put it, and they'll get paid. And then you, who has shared your story, you've gone with more wounds, because I don't understand why someone would be I understand no matter how funny you think something is, but if someone is telling you something that's sad, don't laugh. I don't care what's going through your head. Think about someone that you lost, that's dead or something. Just don't laugh at someone's pain. I know you're not laughing at someone's pain. Man, the guy who did that is Kasuku. I think Kasuku, we know locally he's a TV presenter, news anchor. No, not a news anchor. Some vlogger. I understand why he laughed. The word was funny, the way it was said. The situation was actually hilarious in a way, but it was sad for her. You called her out to tell you her painful story so that maybe she could get closure or some kind of assistance. But you outrightfully laughing, that was just wrong. I was plain wrong. Now, I wouldn't blame him for laughing, because I'll blame the chick. Because why are you telling your business to the internet? The internet doesn't care. You don't understand. The internet will just maybe use you. There are certain things that I would go through, but even when I tell the internet, I will skip certain things for my own sanity, for my own mental health, for my own well-being. For example, I could never have told you everything that went down between me and my ex. I couldn't, because I know no matter how much I say I healed, every time push comes to shove and I remember some of these things, I break down. That's how much damage that person did. Now, if I could let myself bare for you and tell you these things, all of them, I've left myself defenseless, because there are people who watch you when they don't even like you. They're going to use these things. Imagine someone finding out that I've tried to hurt Doreen, but it seems nothing hurts that girl. Then you're here telling them a story and you tell them this hurt me, this hurt me, this hurt me, this hurt me. You're giving people like weapons to use. The next time someone comments on your video that they think they don't like or they don't like you, they will use those words. And no matter how much you pretend, that's why you see a lot of depression in the industry. In the entertainment industry, there's a lot of suicides, a lot of drug abuse. These people are depressed because initially at some point they gave people ammo to use. unknowingly. For you, you think you're telling people a story so that they can relate with you, or they can feel sorry for you, or maybe you feel better. Trust me, some things are better left unsaid for your own sanity. Because there are things this guy would do to me that if I came out and said them, I'm giving you a weapon. Because I know if anybody else, like sometimes someone can even unintentionally, unknowingly do something to me, but then it's just going to trigger me back to that experience, and then I'm going to shut down. For a minute, you won't notice, I won't show you, because it's my nature. I never show any pain. I never show any pain. I could be going through the worst possible experience of my life, even as I speak, but you won't know. I'm just going to look normal. And that's the thing that's scary about this world. Those smiling faces are really not smiling. You don't know what anyone is going through. You have no idea. People are going through it. They're going through stuff. It's crazy. So that's why we try to be as kind as we possibly can. Because you don't know what someone is going through. You don't know what's happening in someone's life. You could say something that could be the nail in that person's coffin, that could be the reason that person takes their life. When you are not entirely the cause, but you did the final blow. That's why we try to be kind, reserve our comments sometimes to ourselves, because now I'm imagining this chick came out and she was desperately in pain. Yeah. Go for another Sam. Sam.
I know someone is out to me as the table. Why him?
Yeah, table. By now, I guess Sam, omusajja unakufanana. Katonda wange. Jesus. So, like guys, I was saying, limit certain things. I know we out here, we need help, we need support, we need compassion, we need the kindness of a stranger, but understand when not to ask for kindness from a stranger, because not everyone is your friend. Just because we're smiling doesn't mean we are going to be best of friends. Me, I'm so wary, maybe too wary. I have my guard up there. My guard is so up. It would take you, I don't know how long, to even break through any wall of mine to get to me. That's why sometimes I just laugh, because you people don't know, it took pain to build those walls. Lots and lots of pain. Some of us have gone through things that we can't even open our mouth to say, because we know we have evidence against people that have hurt us. And if we brought these things out, we're just going to be in more pain, or in new pain, because you can actually heal from old pain, and then if it comes back, it will feel like new pain. Those things that people telling Gimbo, I've had closure, I've healed. No one. People just learn to live with the pain and somehow forget about it. For example, if you got insulted by someone so much, you learn to guard your brain, or you get used to that person's insulting, and then you guard your brain from feeling anything. It doesn't mean that you've healed. You have just reprogrammed your brain not to care, but you care. Now imagine someone else says it. You've only programmed your brain against one person because they've done it so many times. If someone new does it, it's going to wake up all the old pain. No one heals. People just learn to live with the pain. And that's the only thing you can do. That's why they say time heals all things. Because over time you learn to live with the pain. The pain doesn't go away. No pain goes away, especially mental pain or pain to your soul. That pain that you can't touch, you can't see, never goes away. Never. It simply becomes you. You become it. That's why be very careful. See those people who become so harsh, so mean, most of them have gone through a lot of pain. And when they became the pain, they allowed the pain to take over them, because you can become something without letting it take over you. you can stay yourself, but you are part of whatever your experiences are. So when you meet people who are like on the edge, it means these people have gone through so much, dealt with so much to a point that they can no longer differentiate between themselves and the pain. So the pain takes over. So that's why you have to be very careful when you're dealing with certain people. They're not bad. Trust me, those people that you can meet right now and you're like, that guy is so hard, so harsh, that chick is so mean. If you research a bit, you'll find that those were some of the nicest people way before. And they say, what happened to that woman by that? What happened to that guy? Yeah, life happened. So you have to have balance. You have to learn to be yourself. Learn to maintain that. That's why I don't compromise about being myself. I'm always going to be myself, whether it pisses you off or not. I'm sorry. I don't know how to please anybody. It's too much work. I cannot be, but you can't battle life, battle pain, battle certain things, and then you start pretending to be somebody else. It's just too much. No, me, I can't do it. I can't do it. There's some things I can't do, not because I can't do them, because I don't think I can balance everything on my plate on top of certain things. But you know, this year has been a good year. In general, I won't lie. It's not the best year of my life yet. I'm yet to experience the best year of my life, hopefully, if everything goes well. I've learned that for every good I've done in this world, it has returned to me. And I'm grateful for that. I pray you who is watching me, we both of us live long enough to see whatever I have in this big head of mine manifest to life, because I have so much going on in my head. Sometimes I sit there quietly when all I'm thinking about is what's going through my head, you know, a lot. I have lots of plans. I have lots of things I want to do, you know. I found myself watching a lot of Mr. Beast videos lately. Everyone knows Mr. Beast. Who doesn't know Mr. Beast? You know, I like that guy. It would be mad not to like him. It would be mad. He does so much good. I think every single thing I have done, even on a one-person level, this guy has done on a massive level. Let me tell you, you can only tell who a person is when they have money. All these channels you see on YouTube have the potential to grow and become something, not exactly what Mr. Beast has, but maybe 1 million, 2 million subscribers. Even just having 1 million subscribers, guys, that's a lot of subscribers. You don't have an idea. A lot of, here on YouTube, leave TikTok things. We're talking YouTube. It's a lot of numbers. A lot of numbers that many of us might take years to mask if we are lucky. All I'm saying is, most people, when they come into money, even just a little bit of money, you don't have to give someone a lot of money to see who they are. You just have to give them a little bit of money. I respect someone who puts other people above themselves, someone who thinks of other people. Because if I had Mr. Beast's money, I wouldn't be even here collecting money from Yumbo for December. We feed 100 people. 100 people is so little. 100 people is so little, because how much are you feeding each person? At most, you're giving every person like maybe $30, $40 at most, right? That's how much food you're giving each person. So that's times 100. If I had... Some things we leave to God, because in everyone's time, we all get what we're supposed to get when we get it in good time. It's not good to rush. It's not good to want to jump hoops and skip. Nah, be patient. I'm patient. I know I'm going to do some good in this world, more than I'm already doing. I know what I'm doing to some of you seems so little, it's not much, but that's what I can afford. And I know for sure as soon as I can afford more, those who know me, personally know me, they know. They know. I have dreams, my friends. I have dreams. If I had the capacity of certain people, oh God, I'll change the world in ways. I'm just glad a lot of people are doing it. I'm just glad. Because personally, I'm not even comfortable donating to NGOs, no offense. Why would I donate to an NGO when I'm sitting next to someone who didn't eat lunch? Why? I just pick that money and give that person, okay, have lunch. These are 5 lunches for the week. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm living in a country where there is a lot of need. It could stem from something as little as food to anything. There are so many of them. I see them, Sometimes people think people to need or to have once they have to first be like so badly off poor in the villages. No. They don't have to. Everywhere you turn, just look around you. Look where you stay. Look where you work. Look where you walk. Places you move through. You're bound to see someone who needs that help. Why are you sending money to an NGO that won't even give you accountability? You're just sending money blindly. Forget these small NGOs where you personally know the person who's running these things, You're living in a community where you know someone who is actually doing some charity on ground. Why are you just sending money off to? I'm not saying don't send money to these people, but seriously? You're donating $30 to Red Cross, $20 to Red Cross, $100 to Red Cross. When in your neighborhood you have someone who didn't eat, someone is struggling with bills. What kind of charity do you think you're doing? What kind of charity do you people think you're doing? Start where you are. You can start small. You don't have to do too much, And as you do this, let me tell you, none of the people that I did charity for last year have ever called me and told me they're hungry. They need help. Because I specifically told them, I only collect this money around this time. I personally don't have. I don't have. I'm also just hustling. I'm a serious hustler. So if I'm hustling and doing the best I can to help my fellow neighbor, you can also do that. You don't have to first donate to Red Cross. I don't know your other organizations. These people already have a lot of money. That's the truth. And at what point are they going to come to your neighbor and help your neighbor? Or someone you see on the road, or someone you see near your work or something? At what point? You actually notice that most of these charity organizations really go to places which are like so badly off. Before you start helping people who are far from you, start where you are. Start where you are. Where I am, where I pass, where I do some of my projects, I see pain. I see pain I can't describe. So I start where I am. I'm sorry, I'm not going to put money under Red Cross or anything. I'm not. When I know kids, personally know kids who have not even gone to school yet because they don't have that small money. There are people in this country who are paying school fees for as low as $60. That's a whole term school fees. They are here. They are here. So I'm not getting that $60 and giving it to Red Cross. I'm going to help those ones first. Then obviously, I know other people chip in. There are people in America, those countries, who don't have poor neighbors maybe, or poor friends, or struggling friends or something. They will give to Red Cross. These organizations, they've been here for years. They should have amassed enough money to actually save the entire world from itself. But how much help? These countries are starting wars and then pretending to help these same countries. How do you start a war in a country and then you pretend you're helping that same country where you started a war? It's like me having a child or having someone I see who is younger than me or lesser than me. I know I should be helping this person, but I go, I send this person like, okay, I'm going to send you to like a shop, go buy for me this, buy for me this, buy for me this. When I'm going to prepare a meal, after I cook this meal, I eat in front of this person. I didn't give them anything. And then 2 days later, I'm like, oh my goodness, you're starving. You haven't eaten. When? Since when? Since the day you sent me to like help you buy that stuff. Oh, really? Oh my goodness, this world is so bad. And then I'm going to come and pretend like I'm saving you. But really, I could have given you a meal from day one. I could have shared with you what I could. Why am I pretending? These countries are already badly off. They're already struggling. And then you're starting a war in these countries. And then you go to help. Then you want to be the savior. After you've started the problem, you start. Oh my God, I hate politics. I hate politics. I hate politics. Imagine someone starts a war, right, in a country that already needed help to start with, and then acts like so shocked that these people are dying and suffering and struggling. They're like, oh, you know what? Let's like fly in and like give them some food, make for them some tents, build for them some temporary shelters. What did you think was gonna happen when you started a war in this place? You know? And then they bring all their cameras like, look, we are here to help. We've helped this one. We've helped these countries. Oh, wait, we are so good. We're such good people. Oh, my God. Let me go home. But that's the world we live in. It's the world we live in. It's not even just on a country level. People do this on a personal level, you know. Someone knows for sure they could have saved you. But then again, they want to first push you and put you through so much before they can actually save you. Then later they want to make it seem like, oh wait, I couldn't save you then, when they clearly could have saved you. I couldn't save you, but you know what? I've actually changed my mind and I'm saving you. You know, I'm such a nice person. But you know, you're indebted or some shit like that. I'm not a strong believer of heaven or hell. I know there is a God, definitely, and I believe in that. But I don't know, because no one has really come out to tell us. So, you know, I'm really one of those people that believe, after saying, obviously, I do right by people. I'm moving straight and all to qualify for heaven. Oh, definitely. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's just something they tell us to comfort us so that we don't question where we are going or what happens to us after we die, because no one really knows. This world is so cruel. People are cruel. People are so cruel. And what's funny is that they hide and mask under, you know, charity and how good of people they are. Such horrible people. Let me go. Man, I need a new camera. I need to shoot my content. My camera broke. How am I going to raise $1,000? Is it 1,000 or 2,000? I need to raise around $2,000 by Feb next year so that I buy a new camera. You know, it won't be like the best, because I know good cameras like cost over $5,000, $5, $6, $7, man, $7,000. That's like a good camera. Ooh, that's a good camera. Hey, $7,000. Yeah. If I could raise $7,000 to buy myself that $7,000 camera, that camera that I know, that I have in my head that I'm thinking of, whew, I would shoot unnecessary content. Unnecessary. I'd be walking, and then I see birds, because I now would have them in motion or something. You realize that sometimes if you have the right tools, they actually motivate you, you know that. Because you're so excited to use them, you're like, imagine the day you got that phone that you have, you like wanted to check it out all the time. You like want to take photos with it. You're like, damn, man, it's fun. So that's what happens to every aspect of life. Like you have a new car, you're like, I want to take my car for a ride. Let me go for a spin. Like if you get mad, you'll be like, let me just take a ride. I'm so angry. Normally you just storm out and walk. Even with your old car parked, but with your new car, like, let me just take a ride. Let me drive. I'm so upset. And then you storm out and enter the car and drive away. It's a new car. Guys. Oh, I need a new camera. I need new motivation. You know, I need new motivation. That's the truth. I need to show off my skills. I actually do have mad camera skills, but if I have a gadget that's limiting, obviously you won't be able to see. Those of you who are complaining about my quality, you won't see. I don't have the right gadget to show off my skills. When you say Nkoye nange njagala kubona. All I'm saying, everything when it's new, it's perfect. It's amazing. It's nice. You know, new relationship, new sex. Man, you want to show off this woman, this guy, you know, new stuff. It's just a new, everything is new experience. Like, in this country, people have a tendency. If you want people to support you, this is what business people do actually in the club world, like clubs. They will rename these clubs after every year or something. This year, it could be the same owner, but then they'll just say under new management, the new name, under new management. So every time a club is new, it has way more people because everyone wants to see what's the fast. Everyone wants to come and say, oh, how much are their drinks? Oh, do they have, you know? So if you're going to rename the club, you have to up your game, bring some new stuff. Usually it's actually same owner, just reinventing himself because they've learned the industry. They've learned that people like new things. So as long as it's new, they just want to say the name. Now I know there is a new club called the Library. So I'm curious about the library. Dang. I want to go study. The older the place is existent. So these are all marketing strategies. All of them. You know, same owner really just added a few things here and there, you know, and named it something new and brought a few offers. Like I was like, oh my God, I'm going to the new place. Yeah, it's that whole excitement. It really just, it dies in no time, but while the excitement is there, they make a lot of money and they know it. Nice. Whew. Guys, thank you for watching me. Jokes aside, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for me to get a new camera? I will get that camera in time, but for now, be subscribing. You know, actually, someone almost misled me. I see someone who has over 200 million subscribers still asking people to subscribe. I think we've let arrogance take us over. Me with my less than 5,000 subscribers, I'm no longer asking people to subscribe. Who am I? Who am I? I've watched every Mr. Beast video in the past year, and that guy will do anything for a sub. He'll be like, subscribe, I'll buy you a cookie. Everyone should subscribe, I'll come and fly you over and then you feature in my video. Subscribe. This guy has millions and millions of subscribers. But the way he begs people to subscribe to his channel, I feel like us young YouTubers, we are too arrogant for our own good. Guys, please, from today onwards, do not listen to my inner ego. understand that I need you to subscribe to my channel. We are listening to the wrong motivation speakers. Those who are telling us subscribers don't like to be told to subscribe. Tell me why they are subscribing to Mr. Beast. Oh, of course, he promises them things. All I can promise you is that I will continue being awesome. I'll continue giving you content, and hopefully I'll get a new camera and give you way better quality content. Like, I plan on getting a new phone, new camera, new hairstyle. Hold on. Subscribe to my channel, guys. I'm approaching 5,000 subscribers. Don't you want to be part of the 5,000 subscribers that I have? I have nothing to promise you. I'm not rich. But hopefully, as we go on, I will become rich. And I will only be friends with those who have been with me from the start. Oh my God, I am so hopeless. But serious jokes aside, I'm gonna be asking you to subscribe to my channel for more, for latest content coming up. Subscribe. Like, what else are they supposed to say? Man, can you imagine Mr. Beast asking people to subscribe? Like, I think with his content, he doesn't even have to ask people to subscribe, because there are some videos you watch. I brought water to Africa, when he has built hundreds and hundreds of wells. The happiness you see on those people's faces is enough to have you push the button. Like, he doesn't even have to ask. But the guy is asking. He's not even asking, he's begging. Who am I with my 5,000 subscribers? I swear to God, how we've fallen, how we've forgotten why we are here. How? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I can't even give a straight face while I do this. Hurry, I want to end this live. It's becoming monotonous. But guys, seriously. Okay, I've laughed so hard now, my eyes are tearing. I want you to know that for those who have stuck with DOREEN'S African experiences, we have big plans. You will wonder, wait, hold on, delete that. What was I going to say? You will be glad you were one of the first to subscribe to this channel, because I guarantee you this channel is going places. Okay, I need to keep a straight face, but seriously, guys, this channel is going places. By places, I mean it's going to take over the world. We are going to take over the world. We're going to do so much good together. We're going to learn together. We're going to laugh together. We're going to cry together. I'm building a community of serious people, of compassionate people, of caring people, because so many things I plan on doing. You know, we are going to come from building our dream houses to building our dream enterprises to doing the best of charities. Well, there is no bad charity. All charity is good, but let me rephrase that. To doing charity, to helping the world see the world in a better view, a better perspective. Man, damn. Is this why people prep? Like, they have scripts and all? Jokes aside, guys, subscribe to my channel. I'm serious. Like, do I not look serious enough? Guys, subscribe to my channel. Like, I'm not going to promise you cookies, but I can promise to, like, give you a heart. Not my heart. There is no heart to give. I'm saying to give you like a heart emoji every or like googly eyes, like a lollipop and a spiral. What can I give? I can give you an experience, a true African experience. I have big plans starting from, I wanted to start next month, but I don't know if financially I should be. You know what? I will be financially able. You know, we're going to shoot some content in Kenya for a week. Yeah. So we are going to visit every African country on the continent. I don't care if it takes us 20 years to do it. Or 30. Hopefully I'll be alive that long. Please keep me alive, God. I need to visit these countries. We are going to visit. By the way, this channel is going places. Like, I'm not even joking. You're going to be glad, because I know people right now who are part of the 4,830 something subscribers that I have, and they are so happy they stuck with me from the start. We have the likes of Estelle, we have the likes of Sister to Sister, we have the likes of Jamman. I haven't heard from you in a long time. What's up? We have so many people here who have been here from day one, and they've stuck with me, and they can guarantee to you that they're happy they were here. They've seen the growth. They're still seeing more growth. I promise you, you will be commenting when I have over 500,000 subscribers. You'll be like, oh my goodness, can you believe we watched Doreen with 5,000 subscribers, with 2,000? Now look at her now. And I'll say, yo, my people, you are my people. Oh, but it feels so nice. Like, seriously, the growth is uncanny. We're going places. I know for sure. I can feel it in my bones. This has been promised to me by God himself that I'm going places. So I don't play about this. I'm serious. I'm done with this video. I gotta go. I got to go. But I love it here. I do love it here. I enjoy my time here. Every time I come here, I forget about anything bad. I forget about anything that's like not going the way I want. I'm just happy. I'm just so happy to be here. I'm grateful for all of you that take time off to come and watch me. For those who are watching me for the first time, kindly stay. We would love to have you here. And yeah, this is way too long for life. But see, peace out. You can't exactly say peace out on a live.